The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22. Week 1-7 Seattle Seahawks 1-0 Los Angeles Rams 2-0 Final. Week 1-7 Minnesota Vikings 1-7 Chicago Bears 9 Final. Week 1-7 Las Vegas Raiders 1-6 Cleveland Browns 1-4 Final. Week 1-7 New Orleans Saints 9 Tampa Bay Buccaneers 0 Final. Week 1-7 Green Bay Packers 3-1 Baltimore Ravens 3-0 Final. Week 1-7 Atlanta Falcons 1-3 San Francisco 49ers 3-1 Final.
today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Taylor Heineke and the Washington football team versus Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they enter play here. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. 2 teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. And right away, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd and short. So let's take a look here at the key inactives. And, Charles, I guess you get this late in the year, you expect to see some guys populating on this list.
You're exactly right. No one's happy about it, but it really shouldn't be a surprise. So the guys who are playing in their spots, in their stead, they have to step up now and make big plays for their team.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is brought in at the 21. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And his throw is incomplete. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 14 carries, 53 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Heineke to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, Heineke. Oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Incomplete. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They'll set up to throw.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Scott. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Heineke's throw there complete to Sims. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down, Heineke. And that's complete. It's Sims. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Heineke. He gets it to Thomas. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Heineke now. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding.
Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 35 on second down, Hurts dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll roll him out right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Heineke. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down, Heineke. That's caught by Sims. Touchdown! Cam Sims, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they had been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got an open man, it's Scott. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Being chased out left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Heineke. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards away. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw now on the final play. Forced out to his left. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And it's the Giants who are out in front. Kadarius Toney, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Alvin Kamara with 2 touchdowns thus far. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. A touchdown run for James Conner. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Heineke's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Heineke's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Gibson here running out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Heineke's throw taken in by Samuel. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. On 3rd and 1, here's Heineke. Open man here, Sims complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 2nd and 2, Heineke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. A carry now for McKissick. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Throwing, Heineke. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, Hurts. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Boston Scott, the one he was looking for that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg Ward, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Heineke on first down. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking.
Hurts fumbles it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Greg Ward with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 2nd and 7, Heineke. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. McKissick a 1st down and then some. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run with McKissick. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Patterson on the draw play. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Heineke from the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 10. 1:36 to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
Being chased out left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
They're throwing it on 1st down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a 1st down.
Forced out to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of...
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 11 now. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back to throw here. And he's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Washington, the victory gets them back to 500, 8-8 on the year. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Washington football team as we say so long from FedEx Field.